sure. I am not sure. I'm trying to figure out because I saw someone streaming earlier. They were showing all like the research they did about her, and it looks like that name might be fake or something. It's crazy. It's really crazy. And then I saw someone that basically proved the person is like an OnlyFans woman. So I was just like, okay. I'm like, what a legacy to leave behind. But he did advocate for escorts. He really did. So I guess that shouldn't be shocking. But let me share my screen because I have it here. Because the lady, it's a lady on Instagram saying that's not me. Please stop using my picture. I'm going to sue y'all. She's going to sue like content creators for using her pictures. She said she's never met Kevin Samuels in her life. So let me find it. But I know we got confirmation today, like for real, from his mother that he did pass away yesterday. He met his demise yesterday. That's heavy. I know it's a part of life, but he was relatively young. I mean, 56, 57, whatever it was, is not old by any stretch. So, I'm like, that's kind of sad. And bear with me, y'all. I swear I had my screens together, but now I don't have my screens together anymore. What's up? Just chilling. Good to see you. Like I was just saying, I really wasn't sure what the title of this stream because I wanted to talk about the woman, but then I was wondering if y'all want to kind of like reflect on Kevin's legacy. What do you think of his legacy? What stood out to you? What did you learn? How do you feel about him? We could talk about that because I wanted to do a stream on Dr. Umar tonight, but with this, I said maybe I'll just table that for another day. And even like so much with all like these fake content creators acting like they cared so much about him when they were just dragging him like a few days ago. It's crazy. Like Angry Man, he's so fake. He is really fake. He was talking about, he was going in on him like nonstop, saying he was copying him. And now he's trying to tell people how they should react to his passing. So that's interesting to me. What's the lady name? I just had the lady name. So I'm going to drop the link in a moment if you want to come up. Hortensia, yeah. They saying in that police report, the last person with him was named Hortensia Alcantara, but it's hard to find information on this name. And they are supposed to be a nurse. So something is not clean here. Something not clean here. So I'm kind of like wondering, my mind's like, this may be a little more than just a health issue. I wonder was he set up? Because, he was a very flashy person. And some people will try to set you up and rob and harm you when you're very flashy or they know you have stuff. So I'm going to share my screen. And that person that I saw was so big. I'm like, but you always talking about how fat Black women are. That person was really obese. Okay, and I'm gonna drop the link. Like this is just like it's informal. We can just discuss. You want to do a panel style? Because I just have a lot of, thoughts about this. But I'm wondering. I'm kind of thinking like he might have been set up because he was a very flashy individual. To me, he came out very vain, worried about labels all the time. So, Oh Lord. Yeah, I've been reading all kind of stuff on the web today, and people are trying to say this Hortensia lady may be a sir, madam, but they not the same. Like, okay, so this okay, you see his lady, right? It says Hortensia Alcantara. Okay. She's a lovely lady, and that's the police report. I'm sure y'all seen that by now. They say he suffered. The police report didn't say that though. It didn't say he suffered a post-coital cardiac arrest. So I wasn't able to decipher that from the report. It does sound like he woke up that morning. I mean, it could have been. We weren't there, but he said he was unresponsive. He had chest pain, fell on top of her. He could have been standing up and then fell. It may not have been like no, what's that movie, Malcolm X? I think that happened to Malcolm X. One of those films. He lives what East Paces, West, wherever it was. That's a nice part of town. Now these two ladies don't look the same to me. Do they look the same to y'all? Like this lady right here. And this person is obese. They probably done went to Colombia, had some surgery or something because they are out of shape. So she said that she met with him Wednesday evening and spent the night with him. And the next morning he complained of chest pains, and then, you know, he went to glory. So I'm like, this is just fishy to me. And I don't know if y'all know, but like, I think Kevin was kept his private life private, but I think his stepfather passed last year. So now he passed away, and I feel bad for his mother. That's a lot of death lost to experience in such a short amount of time. Just says would doubt it since it's been said that King himself was tricking on IG models and underlings. Yeah, I know he would say like it's nothing wrong with you utilizing escorts, but if you are so high value, to me that doesn't align. Like, where are your ethics? You're gonna get with escort. I mean, I'm not shaming women, don't get me wrong, but that's a dangerous line of work. It's not good for your spiritual, emotional health. Um, and I know, like in Atlanta, when I was there, you see stories on the news all the time, like dude meet a girl on like say OK Cupid or whatever dating app, and then he end up dead. Some of these men be married or they get robbed, shot, meeting up with these chicks from online. Like this can be very dangerous. So just said, okay, so yeah, don't it look like different women? So I'm like, what is really going on here? And I feel bad his mom had to find out that way. I know what I've been hearing around. I don't know if y'all heard anything different, but they're saying that the apartment wasn't in his name. So it's hard to notify the next of kin. So that's sad. To me, it just seemed like wow. It's like when the pandemic hit, I remember he went viral, right? Was 2020. And it's like he like literally rose to some level of stardom, Vlad TV, all these different people, Nicki Minaj, you name it. And just like that, he done passed away just like that. And I'm sure I wanted to even see it coming. I doubt it. I mean, y'all know how I feel about him. I just didn't agree with him. And I think he was really a mean spirited person. I think like I don't know there's enough adjectives to describe. I think his messaging was horrible, and I don't even know if he understands the impact of what he was saying to those women. Because when you think about it, those women calling into a show for a strange man to tell them how to get a man, that already says, I lack some kind of self awareness, some self worth. I'm looking for validation outside of myself. So there's already a problem there. And it's like he kind of used their weaknesses against them. And somebody was like his analytics were like 82% women were his audience subscribers. So that's just crazy to me. That's really crazy to me. And this is sandrarose.com. She's a blogger out of Atlanta. So I'm wondering if she's getting like some intel locally regarding this. I know Star Report has shared this in his community feed. And like the comments, I mean, he's been getting tore up online. And I know some of the people are like, well, you guys are horrible to be saying these things about this man. And people comparing him to Malcolm X and MLK. So I'm just curious to know what y'all feel about the situation. And my thing is, I sound like young Pharaoh with that, but my thing is like, okay, you tell women they need to be a size 6. That lady look like she about size 24, 26. That lady big. And I'm like, just wonder what that's a tongue twister, like what went on. Make sure things are operating as normal. So be sure to like the stream, drop a comment. You don't have to be shy. People in the cloud. Because I figured we would discuss this. This is social media. Let's be social. You know, Jamil Peterson, he cusses out the people in his clouds. I never seen nothing like it. It's so funny. He be cussing them out. That's not cool, but I'm just making sure everything's working normal. Because I know StreamYard can be buggy. So let me make sure everything is good. Okay, so it looks like everything is good. But yeah, like, I don't know, part of me is very empathetic because I don't know. I don't know why I think that's sad. I know we all gonna meet the fate of, we're all gonna pass away one day. Like no one's gonna get out of this life alive. Um, so part of me is like, oh, it's kind of sad. But then it's like he was really irresponsible with his platform, I think, just his messaging. Shalom, Mike Joseph. Good to see you. So again, if y'all just joining, I did title that. I may change that title about the lady, but really want to know who this lady is because there people are saying it's a fake name. So, and I'll show y'all the Instagram because it's a woman on Instagram saying that is not me. Please stop using my photos. But I want to hear from y'all. Like, what are your thoughts? How are you feeling? This is heavy, right? And it's all over social media. So I was like, that even in life, he was an energy vampire and death. Like, it's heavy. It's like I said, it's kind of sad. And it's kind of, to me, it's sad the road he took, his approach. I think his approach could have been better. So let me share Instagram because apparently the photo I showed y'all, the girl sitting on the bed, she's saying that she does not know him. That's what she's saying. She don't know that man. So like, okay, what is going on? Because I imagine if someone gave a false name to authorities when they just used Jane Doe or something like that, why be so specific with the name? I'm the queen of having all these windows open, so y'all bear with me. Have all these windows, then can't find what I need. Let's see. And the person has like over 40,000 not subscribers, but followers on Instagram. I believe that's probably has a lot to do with what has transpired yesterday with that police report. So let's see. Okay, so here is Instagram. And this lady named Afghan Baby, basically. So this is supposed to be an OnlyFans girl, from what I understand. Okay. And I guess her friends are like, this is her. There people. So Afghan Baby is saying that she is not Hortensia Alcantara. Okay. So someone like used her photos, it seems like. And she said, this is crazy. I never met at Kevin Samuels, RIP to him, but there are pictures of me going around the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, blogs, and websites saying I was with this man when he died. These are false allegations and they are defaming me and my character. This is very stressful to my family, friends, and I. These are completely false, and I'm taking legal action against those who are using my pictures to paint a false narrative or paint me as a murderer. Okay. So, because yeah, there are people been making videos said that she murdered Hortensia murdered Kevin Samuels. All right, so her friends, I guess, are retweeting or what, sharing in their story for support. And then she says someone's trying to hack her Instagram. She says she has screenshots, recordings, and everything, and two-factor authentication. So seems like it's some spooky stuff going on right now. All right. And we were just looking at this blog right here. This is from Sandra Rose. So this is crazy, y'all. This is crazy. Why did that individual give a name, Hortensia, use this person's photo? Like, I'm so confused right now. And then look at it. It said, according to the police report, a nurse named Hortensia Alcantara called 911 to report a person injured on Thursday morning. Okay, if he had like a cardiac event, who who considers that an injury? Like this is really spooky to me. Yeah, so this channel saying it saying she killed him. She said she don't even know him. Even this B with the T, so like all over YouTube, right? So y'all, I mean, I just kind of got a woo-saw. That's a lot right there. Let's see what y'all think about this. The illustrator says some other YouTubers stated that Kevin Samuel's death and the negative comments that came afterwards are a reflection of how ugly this community is. Wow, who was that illustrator? um, you know what? I think that a lot of people were really offended by his messages, the way he interacted with people, his I think people were triggered, like maybe spoke to people's trauma. Um, like in my opinion, I mean, I know we can't tell people what to do, but he could have did things differently. Like he would tell people he died alone. Like he was like speaking negative things over the lives of black women that we average at best. Basically, he was night after night telling black women how they don't qualify and diminishing them when it looked like he was laid up with a big Shirley that eat enchiladas or Taco Bell cantina or whatever. So and there's so much with this guy because a lot of his life has been a lie. He has lied about so much. It's ridiculous. So I'm not sure why they're surprised at the reaction. They may not, I understand people not agreeing because I know, like, especially I'm from the Bible Belt, so people be like, "Don't you speak bad about the deceased?" It doesn't matter. The deceased with Jeffrey Dahmer, they be like, "Don't speak bad about them." Which, I mean, what if they did bad? What if their deeds were bad? What if the seeds they planted on this earth were bad? Like, what they want people to do? Hey, Jermaine, good to see you. Yeah, that is very crazy. The illustrator says Kevin Samuel's messages while he was alive brought about the ugly side of this community. Yeah, and I think it was a lot of tit for tat. I think too. I mean, because I don't know about y'all, but I've been watching YouTube for a long time, and I've always loved watching black content creators. I mean, I was on YouTube, I think back in '06, so long, long time. I know Atia, ladies might know her, one of the OG makeup, Natural 85. Tommy, I ran into him, so many people along the way throughout the years, but I remember like O'Shea Do Jackson do the Sunday Rumbles, I think, and I know Kevin, it seemed like, he was more like image and style and like he evolved into a dickhead. Like it was just so ridiculous. And to me, I know he said he was a youth pastor, not maybe not a youth pastor, but he was a what's it called? Singles ministry of his church. He's mentioned that. So I'm going to assume if he was running the singles ministry that he read his Bible, he believed in the Most High Christ. So why would you treat people like that? There's a way to correct people without beating them down. Like, think about it now. This man went viral during the pandemic, right? Mind you, y'all remember, y'all can tell me what y'all doing in 2020. But a lot of us were locked down. We couldn't really go nowhere except to the grocery store, maybe get some gas, drive around, walk around. Some states were stricter than other states. Just think, like I know all my family is in another state. This is me and my kid here. You think of people being isolated. What if people had underlying mental health problems? Think about all the depressed people that ran across this channel. Think about the people that had low self-worth, and to hear, oh, you're gonna die alone because you in the danger zone, or what's that age after danger zone? No man's land. You don't qualify. You kind of, what he would say, you adjustable six. All these things he would say, you don't know who you're talking to. Like, we see him, right? But he didn't see all the millions of people, 100,000 people that watched him night after night. He didn't know how they were being impacted by that. I just think he was irresponsible with his messaging. To me, it's like he didn't care about his audience because he could have said things differently. Even like, sis, you might need to lose some weight. I mean, it's so many ways. I watch a lot of brothers, black men like New Breed, Black Man Levi's, Dr. Tart, Tony Gaskin, a lot of men, and they use correction, but they don't try to beat women down like that. Jermaine says somebody going to prison. Yeah, it seems like that way. And I'm wondering, are they going to release the 911 call? I think you can request it through Freedom of Information Act. So I'm wondering because to just hear like, who is this Hortensia person? What's up, Thought Reactor? He says she's still skinnier than most black women. Oh, come on, Thought Reactor. Now you just exaggerating right now. You exaggerating. Just said good riddance. F all that respectable. Yeah, I mean, I get it because to me, I think he was really a miserable person, insufferable human being because the way he treated people, if y'all ever read that book, The Four Agreements, it'd be like, don't take things personal because the way people behave or treat you is a reflection of them. But that's like easier said than done. Like if you offend me, I'm gonna be hurt. But to me, it's like he made sure, he like, he made sure to stick that knife and tell that woman, she don't qualify. You average at best. You're gonna die alone. Play that dog barking and that music from Family Guy, that Big Shirley music he used. Like, and his audience just key. Like that would just tickle them. Hey, Rozzy, good to see you. The illustrator said during the pandemic lockdown, most were forced to tune in to all of the demoralizing messages that this man had put out. Possibly all about man, the illustrator, that's deep right there because that's really all we had to do was watch TV. A lot of us were watching TV or YouTube. And so I want to say, I knew him before. Yeah, I ran into him before. Like I say, I used to watch O'Shea Rumbles at times and a lot of his content. So I saw, like, I'm familiar with a lot of the Man Spirit, like Angry Man and Jap and so many of it. It's a lot of them dudes. What's the one? F holds to sleep. I can't even think of that dude name. The Bama dude. There's so many of them. Sinful. All these guys, but I was like, it's crazy. Like this man just blew up like this quick rise and like this quick fall, pretty much. Pretty much. So, and I'm gonna share this again just in case, because I know some might be joining. But we were looking at this Instagram account, Afghan Baby. From what I understand, she's like an OnlyFans. I don't know what you call an OnlyFans person. And they were been using her photos, okay? That photos I showed y'all, the lady that looked obese, they using Afghan Baby photos. Okay. So she's saying that she didn't meet him. So it's like this is spooky. And I'm gonna drop the link in case anybody wants to come up and share what their thoughts are. Like I said, if you want to share what you think of his legacy, what did you learn? Like any takeaways you have? How do you think this will change Black YouTube? Do you think it will change Black YouTube? I mean, it's so much because even with that Subway guy, that was just a few weeks ago, and now this. And then the other guy with David Carroll, like the OG Manosphere dude, he passed on. And I know his last video, he sounded horrible. He said he had a cold, but he had passed of, the pandemonium. Jermaine says, I didn't really watch his videos, but I saw on another channel how he was asking dude about his Johnson size, and after that, figure he's yeah, I remember that because I did a video on that. Like, and he would always say, like, y'all just watching my clips. Y'all need to watch those show. But like, dude, why do you have any reason in the world to ask a man what his penis size is? And I think the guy ended up being like this. I think he was youngish, but he wasn't a quote unquote high value man. So it seemed like they give him the right to abuse people if they're not high value, when most people in the United States are not high value. Most people live paycheck to paycheck in this country. Like, there's official stats to support that. So yeah, I don't know why. I think he was just selling a fantasy with the high value talk. Because most people got to work a 9 to 5 or have some side hustles or something. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. But are y'all shocked to find out that like over 80% of his audience was women? Like, I didn't know it was that many. I really didn't know it was that many that were women. I really didn't. So I thought it would be more men, but it seems like women at times we can be attracted to things that are harmful for us. I have noticed that. So y'all quiet. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, man, I think that's pretty much all I have for that. If y'all want to talk about something else, we can transition to something else. But to me, I think his legacy is sad, because if it's true you died with an escort, that's just a bad look. I think for a man of his age, he's supposed to be so high value. You think a man would have a wife, and he did promote a lot of promiscuity, because he would tell women, "Oh, you need to sleep with men by the third date." I remember that. And I did a video how he told women to give up your walk by the third date. Let the man have access to your phone. So you're telling them to like get rid of all their social media, all these different things he was telling women to do. So I'm like, this guy's wild. I don't know who's doing this, but he's wild. Jermaine says, I'm a high value man to my family. That's good enough for me. Yeah, that's what matters. And I think, to me, I would define high value just having good character. Because I don't know about y'all, but it seems like genuine people are such a gem. They're so rare in this life, to find people that not out to just hurt you, take advantage of you. So you find somebody good, you should cherish them. But high value, like, he had all the worldly possessions, because I mean, he had the fly suits. I mean, he'd be dressed down to the nines. Haircut, his haircut was perfect. Tom Ford glasses. He was sharp, right? And Louboutins or Gucci boots, whatever. I think he even had like I don't know if it was a Lambo, but it was some kind of sports car he had, exotic car. He had all these worldly things, but he really came off to me as an unhappy person. And I noticed the last few times I saw him, I'm like, damn, what's really going on? He just really seemed more and more miserable. So I imagine, I can only assume he was dealing with his own demons. Like, we all have our own issues, but he he was just really mean. He was really mean. Dot Reactor said, best way to go. Okay. Wouldn't it be TO instead of TOO, since you're here trying to be smart? Just chilling said he picked a good time to kick the bucket since the Fed's still on the inside. Just, you're ruthless, bro. Yeah, I mean, the feds are looking into, and he's part of the reason, because he was the loudest voice in the Black manosphere. But oh y'all, do y'all want to see that Fresh and Fit? Did y'all see that Fresh and Fit clip where they would did some simulcast with these white folks? That was crazy. What's up, New Marie? Good to see you. Dot react. Are you a single mom? Yes, I am. I have a 19-year-old, but I guess that would still count. Still a mother. Yep. Or you gonna try to diminish me? Tell me I don't qualify? Jermaine says all that just to die pretty much alone. That's it. Is sad, and it's like everything happens so fast. So, do y'all? It's a show on Amazon called Upload. Y'all ever seen this about the afterlife? Because I'm wondering, like, wonder what the afterlife is like. And then there's another show I think on Amazon about the afterlife. I only saw one episode. I haven't had time to watch it, but it has Ted Danson and this girl. She was like a bitch on Earth, and she passes away, and she goes to the upper room, but she's really not supposed to be there. So it's so much chaos because I guess she should be somewhere lower. But it's like it's interesting to me that a lot of these people are making like shows about the afterlife too. Like, and again, I think 56 is young and he seemed healthy. I mean, to me, he didn't look that healthy. Like his complexion was kind of odd. And I'm not colors anything. I'm a very melanin, dark skinned woman. I'm not nothing like that. But he didn't look that healthy per se, but he was, slim. He wasn't obese. Just says, just go to show or remind us that money, fame, that almost guaranteed top notch women. Now, if you got to go to the OnlyFans, but that was his choice. I don't think he would have to because people gonna recognize him. And anybody ever been in Atlanta, you see celebrities all the time. Not he wasn't like an A-lister, but YouTube, Instagram, TikTok celebrities are kind of almost similar to like the ones in Hollywood these days. Yeah, y'all check it out. Upload. I forget the other show name, but it had Ted Danson in it. But they both are about the afterlife. And I did like Upload. I finished the first season. It was really interesting. Really interesting. So I would love to know what y'all think about it. Just say, yeah, that no game Myron, the other guy. Yeah. Because I mean, I don't know what to say. I definitely want to follow the story about God. Godfather. I definitely want to follow. I'm curious to know like what caused his demise because he wasn't he just in New York or Miami with like lead attorney and what's those guys? MTR with his what's the other dude? Dennis Sperling. He was hanging out with the defense force. It's like, damn, that just show you how life is precious. The illustrator says young Pharaoh is trying to recruit women for his odd nation through the coercion of a lecture. He's having a party bus afterwards exclusively for women only. Sounds fishy. Okay, I'm gonna go check on his Instagram. We can do that now because I haven't checked him in a minute. So I know I did look up Harris County court records and I saw that he had a hearing coming up in June, I believe. But it's so much kind of overshadowing his foolery. Jermaine says, I would say all this definitely makes me want to go harder health wise. I ain't trying to check out. I know, Jermaine, it's kind of sad. Like, it's a jerk, but like, hey, that's sad. And I feel bad for his mom because the mom just lost her husband last year and now to lose her son. Like, I know she loved her son. Like, to me, he's a grumpy old man, but depending on dad, like, he's just so grumpy. Mm-mm-mm. This is like this dude. He's probably smiling because he's still trending. Like knowing him, just as Sweet'em Scammer's dream team. Yeah, this is wow. This I'm like, and I'm not like happy or anything, but I was like, damn, life is so short. It really is. Cause I was googling when I was at work. I listened to GMT. I love GMT because he represents for us. We call us reject #reject army. And that dude, he is off the chain, but it's just it's like what I think we need to hear that 911 call. That's what we need to hear. We need to hear that 911 call. We need to like what happened because I think knowing how he lived, I think he'd probably be laughing about how people reacting because he knew how people felt about him. Hey, Queen of the South, good to see you. Just said nobody with a brain checking for our nation. Yeah, I mean, we probably need to look. So we definitely gonna look right quick, and then we can look at that fresh and fit. Cause I don't think I really have more to say about Kevin unless y'all have some intel for me. That's all I saw today. So I think I'm curious if y'all know Sandra. I could have them stay on the Sandra Rose since she in Atlanta. Maybe she got some intel, somebody that worked for the police department or something, because it seems like they might need to investigate that further. Like I think that might somebody might have did something to Godfather. Queen says he loved BBW. They were his secrets. Yep. But you know what, Queen? If y'all notice, it's always those tall, tall men that love them big women. Y'all notice that? It's always those tall guys, like them big wild women. Then Marie says, "Damn, even his mother would die." Yeah, pretty much, and it's sad. And I don't know if y'all know, but he would tell us like, "Oh yeah, my mom married in her 50s." Which, like, well, that's good. That shows that you can get married and find love at any age. So why was he making fun of women that's over 35 and calling them leftover? Did he think of his mother as a leftover? Like that's not what God says about his daughters in the Bible. So I just don't see. But them tall men do be liking them. Some of the real tall men like them big girls. Just as big Shirts would probably all good track. But Shirley probably put it on him. Shoot. Queen says he was a big man. I'm not surprised. Big Shirley put it on him, okay? Now I hope he wasn't taking no Viagra. He was always talking about health and cycling. Y'all remember he said he was a cycling instructor and he did so much in 56 years, didn't he? He was a marriage person at the church. What is called? Marriage ministry, cycling coach. He dated somebody that a Victoria's Secret model. He lived in New York. He had a degree in what chemical engineering. Been married twice. What else did he do? So much. I look at my list. It's a lot with him. A lot with him. I'm like, this dude just be lying, 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 lying. And it's funny because I saw how O'Shea had posted the first interview they did together, and Kevin was like, "You gotta use your mind." And I was like, "It sounds like Kevin believed in law of attraction. So if that's the case, why did he want to use law of attraction to attract wealth by being mean to people?" I just don't understand that at all. Really don't understand it at all. Let's see. What's his General I not for that. Yeah, I think in a way Young Pharaoh, I don't know if I would say he's canceled, but I just think people are tired of him. I was following him. I think he booted me off, y'all. So I can't see. I can't see his Instagram. Okay. I can't see. Damn it. I guess I could try to add him. Let me see. If this him, it has 2,464 followers. So nothing else is coming up under that name. Let me see this one. But I figured this just be a chill day. I'm laughing. Y'all probably like, why are you laughing, MJ? I was thinking about that Jamil Peterson guy. That's something else we can watch too. He gets drunk on live, cusses his audience out, and demands cash apps. Just says, I'm also noticing that them incels and Hotep Dusty Dust can never get any women out big women unless they spend money on. You know what? Just I think just because they are not nice men, like they don't have nice personalities, they just abuse people wherever they go. Just says, okay, so you're a big man, but you don't do big chicks. Okay. Why you discriminating like that? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can find that fresh and fit because I don't think there's much to say about Kevin. Like I said, I'll drop a link again if anyone wants to come up, give their thoughts. But I'm definitely gonna follow the story just to see what happened to him. I'm curious to know what happened to him. But yeah, Fresh and Fit was looking like some clowns on this podcast with these white folks. But I don't know what was the name what's the name of those people. Let me search this way. There's another toxic men right there. I don't think Fresh and Fit got along with Kevin. Didn't they have some beef, y'all? I believe they did. Oh, while I'm thinking about it, did y'all see that? Can y'all hear me okay? I just make sure y'all can hear me because that was weird. An error occurred on YouTube. Let's see. Um, I'm just gonna wait. Let me know if you can type something in the chat. Let me know that you can hear me. See, make sure everything's good. Okay, great. Did y'all see like Melanie King, that lady that she would do like great. Thank y'all. She would do like reactions to Kevin, how she was behaving. That lady disgusts me a lot. I cannot stand that woman. I don't know her, but she really irks me. She's just so fake to me. I don't know if her husband left her or what. But it's just funny, like her and Kevin both unmarried, but can just tell us everything we need to do to get a partner. That's why, I kind of like sulkish women like that. It's like, you know what? Love yourself. Take good care of yourself because y'all trying to perform for these people that don't even like you. That's true. Just I respect it. I respect your preferences. Don't get me wrong. Great, awesome sauce. Thought read, are you a fat, stretch, smart? Huh? No. You know what? Honestly, thought reactor. I am below average dress size, below average weight. I make above average income. I probably make more. I ain't gonna go there, but yeah, all women are not fat. Well, I don't know why y'all assume that. That's just ridiculous. Queen says, well, like Sam, we're not on you telling women are fat, they're not size four. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Especially black women, we have hips and all kind of stuff. That's ridiculous to even say that. Especially when you were laid out with that big chalupa eating woman. Like, are you serious right now? Jermaine says, I tried to watch her video about it, couldn't get through the whole video. Whose video, Jermaine? But thought reacting, you better be nice. But I'm trying to find, because I don't want to do it from Sinji, but I saw she was reacting to it, but it was with some white folks. I don't know who these white folks is. Fresh and fit. I don't know these white folks. But it was really interesting because the white folks chunked them off. And it shows that a lot of people do not think the same way that these men do. Like they claim that so many men think like them. That's not true. That's not true at all. Oh, Melanie King, yeah, she's really fake. And that other one, Danikia, whatever her damn name is. Ugh, I can't. I just to me, she just really ghetto and ratchet, and always calling women out of their name 304. She said 304s and females, and like the feds need to look at her too. They really do need to look at her because it's like what. Also, with this, with like Kevin Samuels and these other ministry dudes, it seems like they make women not necessarily make them, but women feel like they have to compete with each other. Like how thought reactors talk and jump, but they be like, "Well, I'm better because I'm married as a married black woman. This as a married black woman, or I had my children in wedlock, or I didn't have children to over." It's like women always trying to one up each other. I noticed that. I don't know if y'all peeped that. So Yeah, because I think Essence is some magazine that does like they'll take the same woman, like different height women as let's say size 16, and every woman looks different with that size 16. Some women look very small, and some women might be very wide or size 4, whatever the size. So it's interesting to see. It's just all about how your body is, how you're built. All right, y'all, let me find this video because now oh, they lying talking about they doing a tribute to him like they care. I know Angry Man licking his chops. He's probably happy. And that's sad why he trying to act like curse people out and tell them they don't have the right to feel how they feel about Kevin. That's another dude. He's so fake. He's really fake. Okay, the podcast is called the Kyle and Jackie O podcast. I never heard of them. Okay. I don't know. Do they like to flag people? Sinji has it. I don't think she'll mind. Oh, no, what? I'll go to their channel because that way we don't have to hear her. I'll go to their channel.
I think we're unique because now as
Okay, so I'm just sharing my screen so we can watch some of this because I was like, that's crazy. Like these dudes really suck.
photos of herself on the internet, she's not making money off it. There's a lot of women
And
doing it.
again, this is Fresh and Fit on the Kyle and Jackie O
And the intention
podcast.
is like,
I wanted to check
so
Young Pharaoh's Instagram, but he booted me off.
from the opposite
I
gender,
had to
if you
refollow.
got a serious relationship with a girl and she still has a for sale sign on her neck, I think that's very disrespectful.
Okay, well, we've got the guys up on the screen here. We're crossing to them on Zoom.
Hello, gentlemen.
That
Yeah,
mommy
Mona
cray
Walter,
cray lady, I
hi,
think
guys.
she had plastic
How you guys
surgery.
doing?
Her
How's it going?
face looked different.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
good,
good.
good.
Okay, where are you? Where are you guys located? We're in Sydney, Australia. Where are you? Because I'm looking out your window of your studio. It looks fantastic wherever you are. We're in Miami, man.
Miami, Florida.
Split. Oh, no
that's
wonder,
why
man.
you've got a better studio than we do.
But these
hey?
white
Jackie and
folks
I,
was
we
getting
had-
sick of these dudes. That was hilarious. Yeah, she had surgery on her face though. And she ugh, I just can't stand women that act like that. They just try to put other women down. It's unnecessary. Queen says Angry Man was eating a burrito in his car, talking about he called Kevin, but he didn't answer. He was dead. Angry Man spent most of last year talking bad about right. He's so fake, and he was. I swear he was talking bad about him. Maybe like last week. It was very recent. He was going in on him and Minister Jab. So they are just ridiculous.
That just women who are in a relationship and are posing in their bikini,
Uh-oh.
you know, sultry sort of stuff, they're the ones that shouldn't have Instagram.
Well, if you're in a serious committed relationship with a guy and you have, sexy photos of yourself on the internet, Instagram is just one medium that you can do it. Yeah, it is cheating.
Cheating, like, what about the guy? Is he if he's in a relationship, is he allowed to have Instagram?
Well, we're different. We're not in our undies,
Sorry, Kyle. I
gyrating
don't
up
think I
and
was
down.
asking you. I was asking these
Oh,
guys.
Let me ask you a question. Are men and women equal?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
No, we're not at all. We're not.
Okay.
Men and women are different.
So what do y'all think of that? They said men and women are different. And remember, Kevin said that women should not have social media to be with a high value man. He had 5 points. He said, I know one of them was give up your walk, get rid of your social media, get rid of your girlfriends. I forgot the other two. But yeah, and they kind of piggybacking on what he said that women should not have social media. And he says women and men are different. I mean, I get that we're different, but don't all humans deserve respect and decency, like basic common courtesy? Yeah, she definitely has some work done. I'm glad she took all those things in her head. Just said my intro to mommy. Cray Cray was on Danica Marie. Like, oh wow, I bet that was something to see both of them together. Sheesh. Mm-mm. Yeah, Melanie has 2 channels with over 100,000 subscribers and kids. Yeah, she knows how to grow a channel. That's for sure. That is for sure. I will give her that. Can I ask y'all something? Do you notice a lot of these content creators using that red arrow. Is that like Illuminati? Like if you put that red arrow on your videos, will they get more views? Because I noticed like it's always people use like the little red arrow. It's Melody uses it, O'Shea uses it, so other people I see use it. So what is there some kind of psychology with this red arrow? Like what is up with it? Hey Bree. Yeah, we was talking about Kevin, but I don't know if you heard, we was like a lot of stuff is not adding up, the math not mathing. So I'll drop the link in case you want to come up. I don't know if anyone wants to come up and drop, maybe give their thoughts on his legacy, just how you feeling in general about it, whatever. No right or wrong answer. But yeah. So I was like, well, nothing much more we could say about him. So we're gonna check out this Fresh and Fit podcast because these white folks kicked him off. Just said the white folks not for him. Hey Bree,
Hey, can you hear me just fine?
I can.
Okay, so I'm gonna be super quick. I just personally feel like this. The black community is really showing how fake they are
Hmm.
and how they are super into the image of black men at
Hmm.
any cost. Because when Kevin Samuels dragged, I think her name was Lauren,
Oh.
and dragged her for filth.
Hmm.
Nobody had nothing to say. They just sat up there and took it. Now this man passed away due to unconfirmed circumstances with an alleged trans woman, right? All of a sudden we have to be mindful of the dead, and speaking ill of the dead can shorten our time. And I just feel like this, I call BS.
Right.
I call BS. I'm sick and tired of it. Am I celebrating him dying? No. But
Hmm.
I'm not going to martyr him, and I'm not going to care that other black women are dragging him because he deserves it. You
Yeah.
you get what you put out into the universe. And the fact so many content creators, which is super big, women content creators are trying to shame us is beyond me. And I don't like that. But I'm gonna hop back down in the chat. I have noticed the red arrows. I just think that's something that catches people's eye
Okay.
to get them to click on the link, because I've always been like, what is that? I don't click it though, but thank you for having me up here. I'm gonna go back down in the chat.
Okay. Thanks for coming up, Bree.
You're welcome. Bye.
Well, yeah, she made some valid points. That girl, the young woman was named Lauren Smith Fields, I think, out of I don't know if she's in Connecticut. She was somewhere in the Northeast. And she was on some date with a white dude, ended up dead. And I think social media kind of helped the authorities to really look into the matter. I don't even know. I have to check on it to see if they even arrested this guy or what. But I didn't know that he drugged her. I did not know that because he's so toxic. Sometimes I subscribe and then I unsubscribe because I just wouldn't want to see him in my feed like that. But I found out today that he had drugged Eartha Kitt and Diane Carroll, and those sisters have been deceased for several years. Like, so yeah, it's it's so hypocritical. And it's not that I don't even feel necessarily people necessarily celebrating per se, but like you said, he put out such toxic energy. All he did was diminish people and put people down. He was a bully, a YouTube bully. And it's like people were just seeking validation from him. He was so disingenuous, even when he had the conversation with Nicki Minaj. And I do think she's a beautiful woman. However, if she, with her husband, how people don't really like her husband because his background and all that stuff, he would have tore her apart if she was just Onika from New York and she wasn't like this mega celebrity. So, and I was like, I was laughing when Future distanced himself from him. I'm like, damn, you so toxic. Even the toxic king, Future, distanced himself from you too. So it's crazy. Queen says Melanie's basically a professional YouTuber. Kids have a big channel. Yeah, I found out recently about her children having a channel. That's pretty cool. I hope her kids are like safe. Because their kids are making millions of dollars on YouTube. Some just reviewing toys and stuff like that. I'm like, wow, that's cool. Uh, I don't know what you mean by tap dancing, Just. I'm thinking about was tap dancing. But let's continue. Again, Fresh and Fit was on this podcast. They sound like they in Australia, so it says it right there, duh. But they're not really feeling what Fresh and Fit have to say. And it's the toxic rhetoric that Fresh and Fit, Kevin, and a lot of them spew.
So why? Yes, we're different. Of course, we're different. But were you talking about pay parity? What are you talking about when it comes to being different?
Well, the definition of equality is being the same in quantity, size, degree, or value, and nothing between us is equal. We're very different. What I mean by
You
that,
don't think we are of equal value?
well, here's the thing: from a human's rights perspective, and the value of your life, yes, we're equal. No one is better than anyone in that regard. But when it comes to biology and intersexual dynamics, we're 100% different. And the reason why
That is true. Scientifically, that he's correct. We are different, right?
But what I don't understand is how does that apply to the
applies
question that I asked
So,
when
yeah,
I
so
said
let me
you
get
guys?
to it.
Okay.
So the reason why is because we have differing sexual strategies. Men want quantity, women want quality. So our sexual strategies are literally opposing each other. So men want to be able to get with as many girls as possible, right? Unlimited sexuality. Shout out to our guy Roll Tomas. We talk about this in detail. Versus women, I'd say women want typically unlimited security from the best man that they can get, versus men want to get the most women they can get. So it's been that way since the beginning of time. Powerful and strong men have had hordes of women, and then women align themselves with the strongest men. So we don't play by the same set of rules, and our sexual strategies influences how we view the world, how we view the opposite gender, how we try to procreate with each other. We're very different. So what men can do, women can't necessarily do sometimes. So we're not the same.
So,
And it's just unfortunately a double standard that does not benefit women for once.
sorry. So just going back to that question that I asked, can a
Wow.
man be on Instagram
Yes.
in a relationship,
Yes.
but not a
It's the same.
woman?
It's not the same.
Okay, so you see, he's saying that men can be on Instagram, but women cannot. So these guys, it's like they can do things, but women cannot. And like, personally, I don't agree with women grown, but for me, I don't think it's healthy to be sleeping around, especially a lot of these rusty dudes, lame dudes, low vibrational men, whatever. But I know they were saying like, yeah, we can have a lot of women and women want to marry us. They need to get on our program. I think I just need to find the timestamps because this is long, so we can revisit this. I think that's all I have for now, really, because I don't want to bore y'all. I think that's all I have. I may come back tomorrow because I want to talk about Umar and see if I can find some intel out on Farrell. Maybe he kicking people off his Instagram, but when I did check on him the other day, he looked crazy as hell, hair unkempt. He just dusty. So that's it, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you, everyone in Clouds. Thank you, Queen of the South, Jermaine, Just Chilling, Couture Babe. Let's see, was it anyone else? Dot Reactor, that name, boy, I tell you. New Marie, the illustrator. Let's see, Rozzy, Mike Joes. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Like I said, we'll be back together soon, hopefully. But y'all have a good one. Stay safe. If you're watching this via replay, let me know what you think. What do you think of Kevin's legacy? How the manosphere is going to be moving forward? I mean, a lot of these men have been crying on here. Anton Dan, a lot of these dudes been crying, sad. Like, how does this impact things going forward? Let me know. But until next one later, y'all have a good one.